Today's an exciting day and part 2 of my video. Today I'm going down to the one-stop visa center to get my 10-year long-term retirement visa. For those of you who know the visa process here, the yearly, it's a pain in the neck. When they came out with the 10-year over the past year, I knew that it was the way to go. At the end of this video, I will detail what it takes to get an LTR, what the steps are. But for now, I'm gonna meet Tiki in a few minutes. We're gonna start from Phnom Penh and we're gonna go over to the one-stop visa center, and hopefully everything goes the right way. In Thailand, you never know what's gonna happen, what monkey wrench they're gonna throw at you. But hopefully everything goes well. I get my stamp and I'm good for 10 years. Again, I'll tell you more about that at the end of this video, but for now I'll take you along on the ride, show you where it is, what to do from a getting the stamp standpoint, and then we'll do next steps. So stick around, we'll be back in just a few minutes. It's exciting, great day ahead, fingers crossed. Just made a rookie mistake. We're at the MRT at Sukhumvit, the Aso BTS, and I forgot my MRT card. Luckily though, there was no line, which at 9 a.m. in the morning, I'm very surprised about. So we are, let's show you. Where are we, babe? Oh, there's Tiki, by the way.
Good morning.
She made it. So we are at Aso BTS, or Sukhumvit MRT line, same one. And we're going to Samyan right here. All right, so we are here, and we're going to here, Samyan, on the MRT, the underground in Bangkok. See you when we get there. While it's quiet here in the MRT, which is amazing, for 9 a.m., what we did, we went from Phnom Penh to Aso, A-S-O-K, BTS, one stop, and now we're on the MRT, and we're going to take the MRT, as I said, to Samran, R-A-N, yes? Samyan. Yeah, it's not that easy. But it's about probably 15 minutes on the MRT, maybe a little bit less, and we're going to the one-stop visa center in Patumnan. How do you say that?
Patumwan.
Say it again.
Patumwan.
Okay, yeah, we're going there. And this is where you get off for the office. So we want to go out of exit 2 at the Samyan MRT. So we want to take a long walk down this path. We're going to the Chamchuri Square, or building, Chamchuri. Thailand is celebrating Pride Month this month.
Whole month.
The whole month. So Tiki,
Yes.
are you excited that I might get my 10-year visa today?
I am excited, but I think you more.
Yeah, but I'm also a little nervous because any little thing can derail this for today. So we're going to keep the fingers crossed all the way through until that final stamp. Got a big C down here in the MRT area, but we're actually now in the basement of the building, and these food stalls are not open yet. Maybe they will be when we are done. We can take a look. All right, so that was a fail. That's not the way to go. We will show you the correct way to go in a minute. Instant replay. That's where we came from out of MRT. We went left. you do not want to go left. You want to go up exit 2 right here. When you get out of the MRT, turn right and then right again. So right behind you is this building. This is the area.
So this is the name of the building over there. Thai.
In Thai, Cham Churi, and I'll try to show you this in English somewhere. So we're hoping now that this is the correct building. Okay, we got it. If you find the Starbucks, as my friend Dave said, you are close. So we're close. It is a little bit of an obstacle course to get here, so I really can't guide you other than to say bring someone that speaks Thai so you can read the signs properly and ask questions. And it looks like probably in here. Yep, this must be at the office tower, Cham Churi office building, Cham Churi Square. This is the inside of the Cham Churi building. So when you get to here, you'll know you're in the correct location. Low zone, floor 18. Once again, Cham Churi building. Let's go real quick outside and show you what the outside looks like. We came in on the back end or the other side. This is where you want to come if you can get to this location. Cham Churi Square. This is your easiest. If you can get to here from the MRT, it's going to make it a lot easier for you than the way we went in earlier. When you get to the 18th floor, you want to go left to their office. I cannot film in there, so you will not see anything from in there. You do not want to go to the right.
Congratulations!
Yes, got the 10-year visa. It took about 2 hours and they wouldn't let me videotape in there, so I won't be able to show you what that process is looking like. However, you'll see a couple of pictures here posted to give you some details. We're gonna go have a really nice lunch. We'll take you along for that. Remember, at the end of this video, I will sit down when I get home and go over more details on how to get the LTR, long-term resident visa 10-year. Well, we were planning on eating here, Gyozi. They make excellent dumplings, but it's Monday and they're closed. They have 2 locations. And Tiki's checking to see if the other location is open, but my guess is not. We're in the university area. You can tell by the shops. Kind of a small little area for university students to eat. Good little shops here. Tiki, what's the name of the university here?
Chulalongkorn University.
And that's a good one in Thailand, right?
It will be number 1, number 2 in Thailand.
Yeah, so it's the top university in Thailand, and this is the area where students come. But is university down for the summer now?
I think they're getting close, but I'm not so sure. They have the summer.
Okay, but it's Monday, and they're closed on Mondays, unfortunately. A great place, though. Highly recommended if you happen to be in this area. We'll find something else. We're hungry. After a stressful 2 hours of visa, let's eat some food. Looks delicious. Of course, Dickie's got to take pictures. I take video, so I can't say anything. Okay, bon appetit. Let's eat. What's the name of this place?
Dong Mu Krop.
Say again.
Dong Mu Krop. Mu Krop is crispy pork, so that's why we ordered the crispy pork. It looks so good. And here is pork tom yum tom yum pork.
Well, I think we should eat. Many shops on this soy selling all the sport shirts, sport pants. No, the quality is not going to be great, but for 100 baht, less than 3 US, not bad, especially for Thailand, where you go through 2 or 3 shirts a day sometimes because it's so hot. So it's easy for you to wear them, chuck them in the wash, and put another one on. Gonna go get a coffee at a very fancy Starbucks in Quartier, and look at this. That's kind of pretty. It's pretty. Okay, so is she.
สวยไหม
Yes, of course. This Starbucks is in the Quartier building, Helix Quartier, on the 5th floor, and it's kind of hidden away in this little what? You fit right in. Anyway, it's hidden away here in this little jungle area. Let's just take a quick peek to see where we are in relation to Sukhumvit. All right, so there's Emporium, and straight down is the BTS. Heading that way is, let's get my bearings. Heading that way is Ekamai Tongla, Prakanong. We live right over there. And then heading that way is So, famous soy cowboy, and Nana Plaza.
This is my name on it.
Oh, does it say Soy Dickie again?
No. This is my name on it. This is my name on
Which
it.
is mine?
No.
Which is mine?
ไม่มี
None?
ไม่มี
You're not nice. As promised, let's talk about the long-term resident visa 10-year in Thailand. We'll talk about what is the LTR, where to find information, who can apply, what are requirements and benefits, and my final thoughts. But I am going to start with one final thought right now. It is a few days since I got the stamp, and I will say without question, that was one of my happiest days here in Thailand. Just knowing that I don't have to go through immigration every year to get a stamp, to get a visa, a retirement visa. In my case, I had a non-immigrant OA, is a blessing. There are benefits to not having to do that, and we'll talk about them. But more importantly, it's the peace of mind knowing I don't have to go through immigration every year for the next 10 years. Okay, what is LTR? Over the past year, Thailand came out with the long-term resident visa. They don't call this a long-term retirement visa. They call it a long-term resident visa. I know it could be semantics, but I like that a whole lot better. I'd much rather be considered a resident of Thailand for the next 10 years than a retiree. Thailand, when they introduced this, came out with this handy brochure, and yes, I know you really can't read it, with the information. The LTR is a 10-year visa. It allows us, as I said, to do away with going every year for a visa. It makes life a lot easier for us who want to live in Thailand long term. So let's start with where to find the information. I showed you this brochure just now. This is the website for the BOI, Board of Investment. And you'll see I will have the email, not the email address, the website address right here for you. You can stop the video and go ahead and write that down if you like. All of the information in this brochure is on the website. So you'll be able to get all the details you need from the website. Who are they asking, or who are they trying to attract to come here and do this long-term visa? These are the 4 types of people that they're looking for: wealthy global citizen, wealthy pensioner, work from home Thailand professional, and highly skilled professional. Each of these have specific criteria. I'm just going to go over it very quickly. You can get all this information again online. For the wealthy global citizen, you need to show at least $1 million in assets. Personal income of $80,000 a year for the past 2 years. You need to invest at least $500,000 USD in Thai government bonds, direct investment, business, or property. And for us, property would be condo, basically. You also need to have health insurance of at least $50,000 USD. That is for the wealthy global citizen. A wealthy pensioner needs to show income of $80,000 for the past 2 years. And I need to note that $80,000 is not from your salary. It has to be from retirement type funds, dividends, interest, buying and selling stocks, if you have a retirement plan, if you're an American with Social Security or some form of Social Security in another country, in your country. You also need to have at least $50,000 USD in insurance, Thailand insurance. Work from home professional, personal income of a minimum of $80,000 USD for the past 2 years. So there's the magic number for income. That, though, I believe, is actual income because you're still working. In case of personal income below $80,000, but no less than $40,000 in the past 2 years, you must have a master's degree or above, or own intellectual property, or receive Series A funding. So there are some differences here that you need to be aware of. A public company on a stock exchange or private company in operation for at least 3 years with combined revenue of at least $150 million in the last 3 years. At least 5 years of work experience in the relevant fields of current employment over the past 10 years, and health insurance of $50,000 USD. That's for a work from Thailand professional. Lastly is highly skilled professional. Again, personal income minimum of $80,000 for the past 2 years. If you are below $80,000 but more than $40,000, you must have a master's degree or above in science and technology or special expertise relevant to job assignment in Thailand. No minimum income for professionals working for Thailand government agencies. Businesses, you cannot work if you're a business in a targeted, and take that back. You need to be in a targeted business. So let me just stress that again. Working in a targeted business or industry, something that Thailand needs to import the skills of professionals. At least 5 years of work experience and health insurance of at least 50,000 USD. It's a lot for me to talk about here. You need to go online and look specifically at what your potential requirements are. Everything I just read comes directly from the website. Who can apply? Anyone can apply. However, there are certain requirements. To be under the guise of wealthy pensioner, you must be at least 50 years of age or older. All the others, you can be under 50, but you must meet the other requirements, and that's why they're more difficult than the wealthy pensioner requirement. What are the benefits? Well, the first one is peace of mind, which we talked about. 1, 10-year renewable visa. You don't have to renew every year. If you start a business, you're exempt from the 4 ties that you would need to have working for you to 1 foreigner employment requirement ratio. You get fast track service at the international airports. You only report to immigration once per year. Here, if I'm on a retirement visa, which I was for 5 years, every 90 days, I have to do what's called a TM-47 or a report to immigration where I live. Honestly, it's a pain in the neck. No longer need to do that. 1 year reporting. And every time you fly out of the country and come back in, your 1 year starts again. So if you travel out of the country a lot during the 10 years, you might never need to do a physical report at the one-stop visa center office. Multiple re-entry. This allows you to go in and out every day of the year if you so choose. So you get multiple re-entry for 10 years. Work permit, permission to work in Thailand. It's a digital work permit. 17% personal tax rate on income that you earn here, and that's for the highly skilled professionals. You're tax exempt from any overseas income that you might have, so no double taxation. And you get to do all of this work if you need to use immigration at the one-stop service center where I got the stamp. What are some of the things to look out for when you're going through this process? Number 1, Thailand just announced 4 agents that you can hire if you choose not to do this yourself. They're on the website. There are 4 different agents. I believe it's 4 right now, and you can go ahead and hire one. I have no idea what the price is. I did not ask. I did not have the need for an agent, but almost definitely it will make it a little easier and smoother for you. So you can look into that. Number 2, you can do everything online. I did. My friends, my 5 friends now that went ahead and got this, did everything online. Once you read about it and decide to do it, put the material together that you're going to need and submit everything online. Then you're going to wait about 20 business days or so for them to get back with you. Almost definitely they're going to get back to you and say we need additional information. Don't fret about it. It's their process. Whatever information they require, go ahead and upload it and then wait a few more days. Chances are they're going to ask you for more information. This is the process that all of my friends have gone through and myself. If you get to that point, there's a good chance that you're going to get approved. They would not be asking you for this additional information if you did not start well, meaning have the income or have the investment or have the skill that they're looking for. So don't get discouraged. Just keep giving them the information they need. If you get that first letter or the first email that says you are pre-approved, you can smile, because you're very close to the end. But most likely they're going to ask you for more information. Go ahead and give them the additional information. When I did, they said that they'll get back to me in 2 to 3 days, and it was about 2 hours that I got the final approval that I was officially approved for the LTR. A couple of things to remember if you're living here already. You probably know about the TM47. We talked about it earlier, the 90-day report. Make sure you are current with your TM90. They're going to ask for it. Make sure you're current with your TM30. If you went out of the country and came back in and did not do a TM30, get it done. If you have the TM30, save it. You'll most likely need it. One of the main benefits that I did not go over earlier is the 800,000 baht requirement that most of us need to have in the bank in Thailand for our non-O or non-OA retirement visa, yearly retirement visa. This 800,000 baht requirement is no longer needed once you have the LTR. So there are quite a number of benefits for getting the LTR. So my final thoughts. I love it. I can't stress that enough. It is such a relief knowing I don't have to go through the immigration at Changwatana every year. Yes, I could use an agent and pay anywhere from 15 to 30,000 baht for them to help me do it. I know a lot of people do that and it works for them, but I really would rather not. Yes, I also know that some folks and friends of mine that don't live in Bangkok and don't have to go to Changwatana, the big immigration center, it's easier for them in some of the provinces around Thailand. I'm aware of that too, and good for them for sure. But if you're in Bangkok and go to Changwatana, it can really be stressful and challenging because the rules change every year. That is a fact of life in Thailand. And if you don't want to go through that stress every year, I strongly suggest and recommend, if you qualify, taking a look at the LTR. If you want to stay here, really, I'd say 3 years or longer at 50,000 baht cost for the 10 years, this is the way to go. So that's pretty much it. It's a short overview. Gives you an idea what the long-term resident visa is, where to go to get the information, and how to go about getting it. Again, if you can do it, I strongly recommend it. Thanks very much for watching. Greatly appreciate it. I hope you were able to learn something from this and hope to see some of you here in Thailand as long-term residents. It's a great life we live here, and I'm very thankful that I can do so. Oh well, have a great day. Have a great night whenever you're watching. Please like and subscribe. We do appreciate that, and we will see you real soon. Take care.